receiver out of Texas,
No.
the speedster out of Texas, who ran a 4.21 40, the fastest 40-yard dash ever in combine history, Xavier Worthy, the 28th overall pick made by the Kansas City Chiefs. So, Blewett, over to you. We asked why. Our answer was, well, the Chiefs probably traded with Buffalo, the team that has knocked the Bills out of the postseason 3 of the previous 4 years, to go up and get an O-lineman. That's the only way Buffalo would make this deal. In fact, we were wrong. Buffalo trades with Kansas City, and the Chiefs get the guy we all mocked to go to Western New York. So, Blewett, again, please try to come up with an answer. Why?
Okay. So the Bills lose Diggs and Gabe Davis. They have 11 picks in this draft, Warren. They cannot get over the hump of beating the Chiefs in the playoffs. So I guess if you can't beat them, join them. Just allow your nemesis to take a position that you desperately need.
This is a confounding move by the Buffalo Bills. How do you trade with the team that you cannot get past in the most important games of the year in the playoffs, and you give them the wide receiver they so desperately want, and your team, as you indicated, has lost multiple starting wide receivers? In fact, last year Buffalo had 5 different wide receivers with 20-plus targets. 4 of the 5 are no longer with the team. On top of that, they traded Stephon Diggs. Gabe Davis left via free agency. Only Khalil Shakir is the one who remains. We were discussing maybe the only way, I thought this trade was dumb to go and trade with Kansas City, the nemesis of your team, from the jump. But the only way it sort of made sense is if KC gave the assurance that they were going to draft offensive line. You don't need offensive line. Maybe the wide receiver that you want will still be later. Nope, not happening. They go up and they get the speedster, giving Patrick Mahomes the weapon he desperately needs. Rashee Rice suspended, likely for some games to start the year. That fills that void as well. I'm happy in a sense that Xavier Worthy went because I needed him to go, but this makes no sense for the Buffalo Bills. And I will say this, Sean McDermott, if this team cannot get to the Super Bowl this year, Josh Allen's cap hits are set to absolutely explode. They will get up to $30 million in 2024 this year, go up to $61 million next year. This team has had so many years of low cap hits with Josh Allen. Even after giving him that restructured deal, that big long-term contract, those cap hits were minuscule for several years. They bought themselves a lifeline, and they still have not been able to have some success. If they do not get to the Super Bowl, they've got to look a different direction. I do not think Sean McDermott is the answer for Buffalo.